Hey, Natsu here. Today I'm going to do part 5 of my What If Deku was in the 7 Deadly Sins. In the last part, Ban, Jericho, Elaine found Escanor. Everyone else found, well, got Meliodas' true power back. And now they're going to the maze. The way they got separated this time, since in the original Meliodas found himself alone with Arthur, Ban found himself literally just alone. Izuku literally just lost completely in the maze. He was just looking around basically. Um, he was um, continuing all around, trying to find people basically. And the person he found was actually Diane and Matrona. Wait, no, Diane and Matrona got separated. He found Matrona, which he presented himself. He said he was looking for Diane and the other sins. She asked him how he knows who Diane is, and then he explained the thing with the 7 deadly sins, Diane being one of them, Gunther erasing her memories, and that they're trying to look for her to try and find a way how to bring them back. So Matrona kind of followed him, and, well, not really followed him, but was with him. At some point while they were in the maze, he basically decided to talk to her about his power, which is, well, the ability to drink blood and gain the powers and abilities of other people or things that he drank the blood from. Basically, he's flying almost all of the time now. But he explains about the dragon, as well as his regeneration, which by this point is pretty good. If he just does a cut on his wrist, it basically just looks like Bond where it heals almost instantly. If he cuts his arm off, it will basically take around an hour to reform. For now, if he loses his head, he would still die, just like if he loses his heart. But yeah, basically he explains that to her, and that he's looking for strong people to actually, well, basically take blood to become more powerful, to help the sins. No, he is not getting Matrona's blood. I did consider it though, but no. I'm going with someone a bit more on the top side. You'll see why. So, when they arrived to the end, basically, we're just going to make sure of what's the name of the person I'm placing him with. Okay, yeah, sorry for that, the amount of time. I just realized that, to take one place, King actually summoned Oslo to be with Matrona. So basically I'm just going to take Oslo out and place Izuku with Matrona. and basically everything else happens the exact same. The battle from Escanor and Goter basically happens the exact same, all the way up until Goter pierced Escanor while Escanor slashed at the commandments. The attack that pierced Escanor sent some of his blood on Izuku, which he ate some of it. No, he will not gain the power Sunshine. This is basically one of the rare things his body cannot basically copy, but the power that he gained from Escanor in that moment, since he still had a power level of over 30,000, it boosted Deku to around just, well, actually his total power is at about 2,204, so pretty high from his last, but it's explainable. It's Escanor. Deku will not be able to use his power Sunshine, his heat, and everything like that. That's basically off limit, and he doesn't know why. All he knows is that it doesn't work for him. Which the way I'm telling it is basically because there can only be one blessing. Well, the blessing can only be in one person at the time. So Deku could now have the blessing, and his body would be able to use it, but the blessing isn't in him right now. It's still in Escanor. So Sunshine, Cruel Sun, and everything like that, he cannot use it right now. Well, actually, no, I should just say he will not be able to use it. Dot. But yeah, basically he got a lot more powerful just from that. Afterward, basically everything happened the same. Everyone was teleported by Merlin except Meliodas. After a while of fighting, the Ten Commandment Bond tried to go to go help Meliodas. He literally got atomized, came back later. Meliodas was quote unquote killed since he comes back to life. And during the time between Meliodas dying and him reviving, the rest of the seven deadly sins basically go back to the kingdom of Leonis, except for Merlin that went with Arthur back to Camelot. For a while. After that, when Esterosa came to attack, Deku wasn't with the other seven deadly sins, but he got a name. The eighth sin. Yeah, the eighth sin. Just going to make sure. So yeah, here. Izuku, Tiger Sin of Eagerness. Since I'm really not able to say the name of this guy, I'm just showing it to you. But yeah, this guy gave that, so I'm going to take it because it really sounds awesome. because most of the other people were basically saying something like the phoenix of that thing, or there's one guy who's saying like, um, I don't remember what, the cheater, because his power was like a hack, but no. The phoenix, only 4% knows, and 3 of them thinks that Izuku doesn't even know himself, while he knows that all of them knows. So they won't call him the Phoenix. They didn't tell anyone that he revived from another world. So yeah, why would they call him that? So the Tiger of Eagerness. While everyone was fighting Estarossa in the kingdom, Deku got his name, and he stayed with Elizabeth and Hawk close to Meliodas to basically try to help him. After a while, the same thing happened. The night arrived. It's the old chief. He does the ritual. This time, Deku's in it, and we see Elizabeth. Um, when they found, well, when they found Meliodas with Elizabeth, how he reacted, and everything else afterward. After that, they got attacked by the demons, which are pretty easy for Deku at this point. Like, someone with a power level of like 1,000 and something is able to take them down, so. Well, not the Grey Demon, those are a bit stronger than that, but mm, Red Demons and Grey Demons are killable by a sin, which are normally around, over 3,000 of strength. I think the lowest one is like 3,100 or something, and they're able to kill them. The only reason they had trouble with Grey Demon Hendrickson was because he also had the power of, what was his name? I can't remember, but basically he was infused with both the power of a red demon, the grey demon, and a small part of the other guy that can grow basically. So his power skyrocketed, but that's basically the only reason he was that strong. Nowadays, a sin like Bond can pretty much kill them. They still have trouble, but they're able to kill them, at least. So since it was only red demons, Deku basically got rid of them. Hawk still ate a bite of them, since the other guy still was there to cut them. Then, Derriere and Mess. Wait. I keep forgetting his name. Okay, Monspit. First thing that happened was that the other guy was blasted away easily, as well as Mama Hawk being put down for a while. After that, Deku tried to take a shot, which she was a bit impressed simply because of the courage she had for looking literally like a kid while being, well, feeling like a human. One other thing I forgot to say in every other part, because it didn't come up until now, since every demon can basically steal the soul of someone to eat them, this is something special that his own body has, simply because of the way he was brought to this one. He was revived, and his soul is basically stuck there this time. Like, his soul was way too strong to even be, well, was too strong to be destroyed or sent to purgatory or something like that. He was basically revived because his soul was basically forcing itself to stay like that. So when Nereri tried to steal his soul, yes, it started coming out, but basically she wasn't able to rip it out completely, and Deku kind of was able to kind of take back control of his body and hit her. She hit back and sent him flying, basically almost knocking him out, which he was scared by this point because, yeah, no, he doesn't know if he's going to be able to hold back again, which in reality it's just his soul literally not allowing itself to get out of the body. So he's literally being pushed to stay inside the body, even though a demon can normally rip any soul out of there. So, yeah, kind of really didn't see that coming for them, which he didn't even know he had. And it's not really a power, it's slowly because of the stubbornness of his soul, literally force him to stay alive. So, yeah, well, to revive, to be more precise. Um, Maleskila would be able to take a soul since she is, in her own word, um, the best soul um, stealer of the demon race. But someone who's not that, well, each of the 10 commandments are able to do it, but she's basically able to do it even from a distance easily. Hell, um, the soul of Meliodas, pretty sure no other commandment would have been able to even start taking it out. She was able to rip it out easily. If Ban wouldn't have stopped her, the soul would have literally flew out in a matter of seconds afterward. But yeah, so basically, Deku after that tried to steal her strength, as well as that of Munspit, to try and at least get on their level. Because of his body still not being ready to take that, basically, he was able to steal a good amount, and he was stronger than them. The problem is, he wasn't able to keep that power for long. Like, he was able to push them back for like around 40 seconds, and his body literally just kind of let go. He was really just out, basically. Then, um, Derriere tried to go and kill Elizabeth, which Meliodas basically appeared in front of her and just kick the shit out of Munspit and Derriere the same way as they did in the anime, seemingly killing them, but in reality just sending them so far that they're literally in a village, I think multiple kilometers away, where they decided to just lay down and stop being evil, basically. Um, Meliodas basically did seem a bit more evil. Well, literally seemed evil compared to normally. Um, Deku didn't really know why he acted like that. Like, even against the Ten Commandments, before he wasn't like that. And they were more powerful than him by a huge margin. Even though now he's more than twice the strength that he was before. So basically, after that, they just went back to the kingdom. Um, when well, everything happened the same. Then, um, just before, what was his name? Why can't I freaking remember? Fraudrin. Finally found it. Okay. So yeah, basically everything else at the king in the kingdom happened the exact same. Since Deku wasn't with them to help them. Um, Basically against Fraudrin, everything happened the same as well, except for once again Deku being there. When Meliodas killed the demon, Deku decided to actually try to take the blood from a demon, which normally makes a small demon inside of them, which can then make them turn into demons themselves. So Railroad was captured by um, Merlin. Then Fraudrin came out to try and kill them. Didn't happen as planned. Since Grimoire, I think, was the name. Basically, Fraudrin saw him grow and became attached to him, since it was basically his son, truly, for him. So he let Meliodas kill him just because of that, even though he would probably not even have needed to, which is a bit sad, but still. So Deku drank it, and he didn't get the drawback from having the power of demon, which was firstly you become something else than yourself, um, as well as he didn't get the small mini pieces of demon inside of him, which would have grown into making him a true demon. Well, he is a demon now, but mm, he kind of only has the power to grow huge with full size. Um, the power he got from Fraudrin is basically a 300 to all stats. No, a plus 300 in total divide into all stats. So now he's around 2,500 and something. Still too little to be called a sin, but he still already has his title of sin. And I'm going to end it here. Deku basically gained, well, a part of the strength of Escanor, while he was only with 32,000 and something strength, well, power level, as well as the power of Fraudrin. He didn't get Sunshine because, well, a commandment can only be in one place at the time, so yeah. Another commandment, a blessing. Well, commandment are the same, and um, Fraudrin didn't actually. When did he get it? Did he have a commandment? Yeah, he had a commandment. But still, Deku didn't get that either. Simply because, yes, he could have probably absorbed it. But since it's already the part of a soul, yeah, it's a bit different than blood. So, yeah. His power grew a lot. If you don't like the name I chose for him, or that you would have preferred if I had taken the name you wanted, I'm sorry, but really, like, I said not something about his, well, in the comment section, I told like 2 or 3 people that he was him, and only 3 other people knew about him having been reborn, but still multiple people told me, oh, that thing of the phoenix. Like, no, you don't get it. Even if you would tell me, oh yeah, but it's because every time he gets hurt, he gets stronger. Yeah, no. A phoenix doesn't get stronger every time he gets hurt. He just comes back after he is dead. So, yeah. Hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did. And Natsu out.